in. Smoke is on and he is off the runway, and here he comes. Wild Blue and Jive. On his takeoff here, he's going to do for you what's called a dirty ball. Immediately upon takeoff. It's dirty because he comes on his way up those wheels back up. I want to thank our presenting business here today, and that is the UPS stores of the greater Tampa Bay. We have a booth right over here beside Bright House in the T28. Hope you'll come by and thank Regina for having us here with Wild Blue today. A little bit about this pilot, Jive Kerby, is a retired United States Air Force colonel and fighter pilot. He currently lives right here in Tampa, Florida. Originally from Lancaster, Missouri, Jive was bitten on the aviation bug at a very early age. He started flying lessons when he was 15 years old. On his 16th birthday, Jive planned to get his driver's license and then drive himself to the airport to solo for the very first time. Unfortunately, Jive's plan didn't work out quite so well. He actually flunked his driver's license test. Yes, he did, and his mother had to drive him to the airport where he did successfully solo for the very first time. And to this day, I can tell you, John is still a much better pilot than he is a driver. And John takes Wild Blue through his paces. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about him. He completed his initial flight training for the Air Force in 1984. At the former Reese Air Force Base in Lubbock, Texas. He graduated at the very top of his class and was given the opportunity to fly the mighty F-15C Eagle. Jive amassed over 3,400 hours in the F-15C during his Air Force career. In 1991, he graduated from the prestigious United States Air Force Weapons School at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada, flying, of course, his favorite, the Eagle. Jive's very final assignment in the Air Force was as the commander of the 82nd Aerial Target Squadron at Tyndall Air Force Base in Panama City. This required him to actually transition backwards in jet technology to the Vietnam-era fighter known as the F-4 Phantom. It was in the F-4 that Jive started his airshow career as the U.S. Air Force F-4 Heritage Flight Pilot in 2005. Jive currently has over 13,000 hours of flight time in over 60 different aircraft, including the T-28 that you'll see later this afternoon, the T-33, the L-39, the MS-16, the MB-339, the MiG-17, the F-4 Phantom, the A-4 Skyhawk, and of course, now the RD-8A, as he does that hammerhead coming around, back in reposition. One of the things John loves about this RD-8A, known as Wild Blue, is that it's maneuverable and overall fun to fly. As a home built, the RD-8 is an airplane that many can aspire to learn to fly and fly aerobatics. Whether they build it themselves or buy it from someone else, like Jive did, the RD-8 from Van's Aircraft is what Jive calls the everyman airplane. Not sure if he's noticed while he's been turning there, but he does have Wild Blue's name on his right underneath his wings. Again, we do want to thank our presenters today, the UPS stores of Greater Tampa Bay. Without their support, Jive and Wild Blue would not be able to make it to 3 Florida air shows this year. We're here this weekend, next weekend Punta Gorda, and then we'll be at Sun and Fun, all brought to you by the UPS stores of Greater Tampa Bay. Jive's coming back through. Ready to do his 1/4 roll. Notice how he takes that little RV-8 up into the sky and follow along with his great inverted smoke oil system. He had that specially placed inside so he could do just these kinds of aerobatics in the RV-8. could follow along with Jive and Wild Blues Air Show adventures this year with our website at flyjivefly.com. You can also like our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter at flyjivefly. We do have autograph cards, and we'll also be signing autographs over at our tent with the UPS stores of Greater Tampa Bay right here beside the Bright House tent. Jive is back in with Wild Blue. Wild Blue will be available for photos as well. We'll be pulling right back into the crowd right beside the T-28. Get those cameras ready if you haven't already. Here he's coming by. Nice pass. Low to the ground. We do want to take this time to thank everyone here at MacDill Air Force Base for having us here this weekend. It's great to be at our hometown show, and we especially love being here to be a part of a show that showcases our military as one military family to the many families that are here. We thank you all for your service and your time, as it's not just the one single person who signed up for the military, it's the entire family that serves. And we know that, understand that, and appreciate that. So thank you all for your service to our great country. We do hope that you have enjoyed Jive and Wild Blues' performance today as much as Jive has enjoyed flying that little RV-8A that just wants to be a fighter jet. And for some reason, I think that with that fighter pilot at his controls, he might just be doing some of those fun things. So thank you again, and thank you again to the UPS stores of Greater Tampa Bay for having us here at MacDill, Tampa Bay's Airfest. Larry?
Thank you so much.